Now on Denver7, an unforgettable year for Denver sports. We're going inside the huddle.
Players and fans chasing championships as the Mile High City prepares for a complete makeover in the new year. 2025 was a monumental year for sports in Colorado, and Lionel, we're wrapping it all up in style.
Yes, Russell. I mean, from unforgettable fan moments to thrilling playoff pushes, we got it all. And we're honoring the community and the fans and the spirit that brings us all together.
That's right. Thank you for joining us for this Denver7 Sports Spectacular Chasing Championships. I'm Russell Haythorne.
And I'm Lionel Bienvenu. And what a year for all of our sports teams, Russell. What? Almost. We're talking about the Rockies later, right?
We'll get to them.
Okay, well, but hey, they've got a new beginning coming up too as well.
You got it.
Leading the pack, the Broncos. We haven't seen a season like this in 10 years, since 2015, when that team went on to win Super Bowl 50. 2025 was a white-knuckle roller coaster ride for the Broncos and their fans. So many comeback wins and last-second field goals, beating the Giants with 33 points in the fourth quarter, beating the Chiefs on a walk-off field goal, the overtime victory in Washington on Nick Bonito's game-saving play, and the playoff-clinching win over the Packers, where the Broncos outscored Green Bay 20-3 to close out the game. Sean Payton's team has shown it's battle-tested and confident that no matter what the situation is, they can come through and pull out a win.
That's the habitat we've been living in. You know, and so when you get comfortable operating in those games, then you don't think anything of it.
This season has seen the return of Mile High magic, of a real and rowdy home field advantage. Back to the days when coming to Mile High was a house of horrors for opposing teams. And that's why getting that one seed means so much in the postseason.
That's why playing at home in the playoffs is so important. That's why playing at home in itself is important, man. You get the crowd behind you. You get, a good road environment for a team that comes in here and plays. It's not easy and or fun at times. So the crowd is pretty much like an extra player out there for us, and that's a big part of the game. And thankful for the crowd like we have.
The Broncos certainly celebrated when they clinched the playoffs, but that was just the beginning of the chase for a championship. Getting that one seed and getting back to Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60, that's the end game.
We always say, man, we're going to play in bigger games down the road, down the stretch. And, we not a finished product at all. We still got a lot more work to do. And, we just correct some things, but man, this team's going places and I can feel that.
Just under a mile from the current home of the Denver Broncos in Power Field at Mile High is the Broncos' new stadium site, Burnham Yard. Just one of several changes to the Mile High makeup as teams are now building entire neighborhoods around stadiums. In just a little bit, I'm going 360 on what is becoming an unprecedented stadium boom. Over here at Ball Arena, renovations beginning to ramp up, including, Lionel, a new pedestrian bridge over Spear Boulevard, which they say will begin to take shape next summer.
Russell, such an exciting time for Avs and Nuggets fans. Both teams are in the heat of a championship run. But for the Nuggets, let's start with them. The key to a successful run in the playoffs is getting that one seed, which is going to be incredibly tough in an incredibly competitive Western Conference. But hey, anything can happen. It's a long road to the playoffs. They don't start till April.
That's right, Lionel. And Denver7's Nick Rothschild is on the court. Nick, walk us through this all. Break it down. What will it take for the Nuggets to remain NBA championship contenders?
About 2.5 years ago, I was standing right here on this court, confetti raining down as the Nuggets celebrated their first ever NBA championship. Now, after sprinting out to the best start in franchise history this season, injuries have started to test Denver's depth. But after savvy moves last offseason, they remain in the mix, chasing their second championship.
Okay, big time. Bring it in. Good job.
Last year, Denver gave OKC their toughest test of the playoffs. And then they bolstered their roster in a way we've never seen before. Firepower, up and down the lineup. They brought back Brucey B and traded for Cam Johnson. They found a diamond in the rough with Tim Hardaway Jr. And you can't forget Big Jonas. Peyton Watson's also playing the best ball of his career. And overall, David Adelman's leading the league's best offense.
There's depth and there's belief. There's,
2K teams that look fun to play with, and there's teams that just stick together and just play their role out with depth. Have to have a winning attitude about you, that we can get it done together, regardless of what five finished the game. We just had so many guys just play so extremely hard and play for the right, the right reasons, and that gives you a chance to win games.
So even though injuries haven't played fair, the Nuggets are surviving and thriving thanks to their newfound depth. But to find the true horsepower for hoisting another Larry O'Brien, look no further than Nikola Jokic. In many ways, the three-time MVP is enjoying his best season ever by subscribing to a less is more philosophy. Jokic is touching the ball less this year. His usage rate is lower than when they lifted the trophy, his lowest in 7 seasons. Yet, the Joker's efficiency is off the charts. Field goal percentage, effective field goal percentage, true shooting percentage, all at career highs. So if the Nuggets can simply get healthy and continue to gel, I'm starting to smell another parade here in Denver.
All right, thanks, Nick. As many of you know, the Avs also call Ball Arena home. So when the Nuggets and Avs are both in season, which can be from October through the end of June, things can get a bit hectic around here. Check it out. This is what they call the conversion crew. Essentially, a crew of about 30 to 40 people will remove the court and unveil the ice beneath it. It takes them roughly 3 to 4 hours to do this. In this case, it was a Nuggets game that just wrapped up this evening, and the Avs will be hitting the ice in less than 24 hours. So as you can imagine, these crews have to work quickly.
Oh yeah, everyone that works here, we've all worked here for a pretty long time.
What keeps you around?
I'm a huge Nuggets fan, huge sports fan. I'm also a night owl. I mean, you gotta be a night owl working this job.
600 of these insulated black floor tiles lay beneath the Nuggets court, separating the hardwood from the ice. Talk about real life Tetris. Once the conversion is complete, the Avs will be ready to hit the ice.
I mean, I feel like the players kind of recognize us a little bit, when they see us, because they see us all the time. When we won it, they gave us rings that really made us feel part of everything and made our work worth it,
And just like the Nuggets, the Avs are also off to a sizzling start, almost like a literal avalanche, unstoppable at times. Here's Denver7's Brady King with the Avs surge to the peak of the NHL.
Before the season even started, head coach Jared Bednar said this was the best team he's had since hoisting the cup back in 2022. And so far, I'd say he was on to something. The Avalanche are off to a historically hot start, and they look every bit like a team built to make another run.
And it definitely helps when you've got this guy on your team. Nathan MacKinnon is leading the team in goals and points. He's near the top of the league in assists, and he's already getting early Hart Trophy love. Bednar says it's his habits and discipline that make him so consistent, and it shows night after night.
To this point in the season, it's the best checking year he's had in his career. I believe, the better you check, the more chances you're going to get. You're playing with the puck more. So it's him, it's our team, all kind of with that same mentality. So it's leading to a lot of offense. And you get a guy like Nate with the ability that he has, put the puck on his stick more often, good things are going to happen.
And back to that 2022 Cup team, the core of this group hasn't changed much. You still have McKinnon, you have Cale Makar, and you have the captain, Gabe Landeskog. They're still the engine that drives everything this team does.
The blue line still moves the puck, pushes the tempo, and gets the offense going. And in net, Scott Wedgwood and Mackenzie Blackwood have been quietly reliable. Nothing flashy, but it's that consistent, steady goaltending you need for a team that's expecting to go deep into the playoffs.
Back-to-back shutouts, stunning.
And the analytics back it up. Sites like Money Puck have the Avs among the leaders in playoff and cup projections, thanks to their speed, depth, and the way they can control games.
But Bednar doesn't let them think about those odds or standings. He wants his team focused on their system, and it's safe to say they've bought in.
We want to put another banner up in the building, but we've got bunch of guys on the team that haven't been there yet, and we'd love to get those guys over the hump and be the last team standing. So
if the Avs can stay healthy, they'll have a real shot when the playoffs arrive. But after a few early exits, they know how tough that road is. So health and execution will decide just how far this team goes. Inside Ball Arena, I'm Brady King, Denver7.
We have much more to come on Denver7 Sports, chasing championships.
We'll take you to Coors Field, where the Rockies are rebuilding and resetting. I'm holding team leaders accountable after one of the worst 3-year stretches in Major League history. And I'm taking your biggest questions to the top. What specifically will your role be?
Much has been said about what I do and don't do.
Then we go 360 on a mile-high makeover.
It could be the most incredible thing that we have in the country.
It just speaks to how the Visa ownership groups are invested in improving the experience for fans.
I'll show you how our teams are rewriting the playbook for stadium neighborhoods.
Welcome back to our Denver7 Sports Special. Now, before the break, we were talking about most of our mile-high teams chasing championships into the new year. Well, that did not include the Rockies. They struck out last season. They had one of the worst seasons in Major League history. 43 wins, 119 losses. But a new day is coming. We had a chance to talk to owner Dick Monfort when the team introduced Paul DePodesta as the new president. And all you fans who sent me emails and contacted me on social media about how you felt, you wanted me to hold Dick Monfort accountable, well, I heard you, and I asked a question that all you fans wanted me to ask. Dick, with the Walker as executive vice president and now Paul as president of baseball operations, what specifically will your role be on the baseball side of the operation moving forward?
I think they're sort of pushing me out. Doesn't it feel that way? Much has been said about what I do and don't do. I'm here to support Walker. I'm here to support Paul. I'm here to support everybody in this building. I'm not as bad as anyone thinks I am. I do care. I think that's where it sort of gets foggy. I care about, winning. Really, it's Paul's job. It's Walker's job. And I'm there to support him.
Well, it sounds like Dick Monfort is moving out of the way, which is good news for Rockies fans. But there is a Monfort still left running the show on the business side. 38-year-old Walker Monfort is the executive vice president of the Rockies, and he told me in a one-on-one interview that there is no room for a loser in this city of champions.
We enjoy seeing the Broncos, the Nuggets, the Avalanche doing what they're doing. We're very happy for them. We're excited for them. But, it's a motivator. We got to get back to that. Every decision we will make moving forward is based on what we need to do to win more baseball games.
Rockies fans, the way they feel about your dad, had some, sell the team. The only way this is going to get fixed is for Dick Monfort to get rid of the team.
Yeah, I think everyone's entitled to their own opinion, right? I know him. He's my father. 300 plus people here know him. Our manager knows him. Paul DePodesta now knows him. He's a great man. He wants this to be exactly what we're talking about, right? He's more open-minded than ever. I think that's one of the things that, when you come off of a few bad years, you got to look in the mirror and say, okay, what we're doing is not working. We have to do things different.
So while Rockies' leadership is changing, Coors Field is one of the only stadium sites here in the Mile High City that is going to stay the same for the foreseeable future. The Nuggets, the Avalanche, the Broncos, the new National Women's Soccer League team, the Denver Summit, all undergoing a mile-high makeover. And Russell, you're standing at the site of the Broncos' new stadium.
Yeah, Lionel, that new stadium will be built right here in Burnham Yard. It's just a mile from Empower Field, and this will be the new home of your Denver Broncos. And as Lionel mentioned, this is only one part of a massive stadium boom happening across the Mile High City. So we're taking you 360. Tracking it all, hearing from multiple perspectives as several of our teams get ready to break ground. We're hearing from the Nuggets, the Avs, the Denver Summit, and of course the Broncos. We're also hearing from the architects behind the boom, the experts in transportation, real estate, and sports marketing, and of course you, the fans.
From the hardwood to the gridiron, the Broncos, Nuggets, and Avs are at times on fire.
And the Avs have taken a 1-0 lead
And while Denver's sports franchises continue building momentum with electric plays and play calling, we're learning a lot about how these teams are also rewriting the playbook for entire neighborhoods.
This is what you want. This is what economic growth is about. It's about, creating things that are doing more for people.
Hopefully it will lift the neighborhood up from just strictly warehouse neighborhood.
Of course it's going to bring more people.
Massive new entertainment districts and reimagined neighborhoods are planned for Santa Fe Yards, where the new National Women's Soccer League team will play, at Burnham Yard, where the Broncos will soon play, at Empower Field, where the Broncos currently play, and at Ball Arena, where the Nuggets and Avs play. All of these developments hugging the I-25 corridor and the South Platte River.
One of the unique attributes of Denver is that we have all of our major sports teams downtown.
Stadium by stadium, district by district, Denver is building not just one field of dreams, but multiple at the same time. And these stadiums don't just come with seats, they come with entire zip codes.
And the idea of building these sort of cities within a city could be the most incredible thing that we have in the country.
It just speaks to how these ownership groups are invested in improving the experience for fans.
Let's start with an arena that's already here and dialed in for another 25 years.
It's a fantastic venue. We committed to keeping our teams, Nuggets and Avalanche, in Ball Arena through 2050. We can develop a neighborhood around that commitment.
Kroenke Sports is making a huge investment in the redevelopment of the Ball Arena site and Elitch Gardens. Construction will start next year by addressing what has become known as the Great Wall of Spear.
It's a dangerous barrier for our fans and visitors to come from lower downtown or Union Station to the arena property.
By this time next year, a solution to that dangerous barrier will be in the works with a new pedestrian bridge.
Solving the spear crossing, the spear kind of dangerous crossing, is something we need to take care of right away.
A bridge designed by Andy Rockmore, who also designed Denver's Millennium Bridge, connecting Lodo to Platt Park and the Lower Highlands.
Denver is made of great neighborhoods, and then these bridges can become more than just connectors, but they become really places in themselves for people to gather.
On the Ball Arena side of the bridge, an iconic new landing zone will feature a hotel, condos, and a new smaller 5,000-seat venue for concerts and events, complementing the 18,000-seat Ball Arena.
So right here, right on this corner, we're standing on the Tundra lot here at Ball Arena. Yeah. We're looking at a residential to also exist on this property as well.
Moving on, the Broncos are moving to Burnham Yard. What is now a rusted-out rail yard will soon become the shiny new home of your Denver Broncos.
It used to be that NFL teams were football businesses. Today, NFL teams are real estate businesses that play football.
A real estate group called Naked Denver generated some images of what that retractable roof stadium could look like, with the potential to host events 365 days a year, built, financed, and owned entirely by the Walton Penner family ownership group.
You want to be free of city influence. You want to own your own area. You want to be able to control what you're doing. They're not going to make money off of the stadium. They're going to make money off of all the other stuff.
We're excited as long as those plans are, thoughtful, inclusive of the community and community driven. I think it could be great.
And then just down the road, the Denver Summit Football Club at a site called Santa Fe Yards, which will soon be home to Denver's first professional women's team. And there have already been 15,000 deposits for season tickets.
Reached that milestone, the first and fastest in NWSL history.
Denver Summit Club President Jen Millay says enthusiasm over the summit isn't just at an all-time high, it's still climbing.
It's just been incredible, the club coming to life, the community really rallying for this women's team to be here.
We have the 99er bar that only shows women's sports, and it's just always so packed. You have to fight to get reservations, so we have the audience for it.
And finally, you have the current Broncos site in Power Field at Mile High, which will also be redeveloped.
That's going to leave 89 acres of developable real estate on the other side of I-25.
Can Denver support all this?
Absolutely. Denver's been a growth city for as far as you look back. There's nothing that's going to change it from being a growth city.
All these sites are also transit-oriented, meaning there will be a heavy focus on trains, buses and pedestrian bridges.
You need to have a site where people can get to and get out from very easily, especially in terms of ease of access by light rail, which is absolutely critical.
And one big question we know you're asking.
Where are they going to park?
Let's park the event in that garage. And we have parking experts that are on our team that really help us financially model that. You know, thoughtful planning can do it.
It's an unprecedented, simultaneous build out of multiple sports entertainment districts, similar to what the Rockies did with McGregor Square.
It just really speaks to how passionate people are in Denver and Colorado about sports.
What's happening is that they're building housing, and what we need is housing in this country. We're millions of houses short.
The Broncos Stadium will be another great opportunity to help with the growth and economy in our city.
New stadiums, new districts, new solutions, same altitude.
So you just heard about the Denver Summit. We're also tracking the Colorado Rapids and big changes with that franchise as well. They had a transitional season in 2025, missing the playoffs. They're adding a new head coach next year and hoping to get back in the playoff mix in 2026. They kick off their season in February with a big game in April featuring soccer superstar Lionel Messi. You can find all of this by going to Denver7.com. You can also find my full 360 by scanning the QR code on your screen right now. Coming up, we'll hear from you, the fans, on this unprecedented year in Colorado sports.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our Sports Special Chasing Championships. What a year it's been, Russell, and so much more to look forward to in 2026.
Yeah, and of course, none of it would be possible, Lionel, without you, the fans. We've heard from so many of you throughout the year about the ups, the downs, and everything in between.
Rockies is it. This is our team.
The whole reason I'm here tonight is because of the captain.
Having this team here is just, it's such an inspiration.
I like the energy of the team this year. It's been really, really fun to watch.
That's like just a solid memory that I'm gonna have with my dog forever.
I think we're going to the Super Bowl.
We finally get to have a team for the girls.
Well, what an amazing time to be a Colorado sports fan, Lionel, and we look forward to reporting on whatever happens next, right alongside you, the fans.
Yeah, Denver7 is your home, your spot for all things Mile High sports as we wrap up this calendar year and look forward to chasing championships in 2026. So thanks for watching and happy holidays.